Hello everyone, welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Cancer for the week of November 17th. And at this time, I would like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed and sharing with others. And of course, for all the thumbs up on all the videos you've watched. And also hitting that hype button as well. Thank you for doing that for me. Truly is appreciated. And of course, all the lovely comments. Thank you so much. I truly do read them and answer them, and I so appreciate hearing from you. It makes my day, and I thank you for that. Truly is appreciated. And the Seven of Cups, making a decision this week. Whew. You've definitely been daydreaming about this for a while. Trying to figure out which would be the better one. But you're taking action. You are actually taking action. And I really like to see that one for you. So you're moving forward on something that you have been dreaming about for a long time, but the opportunity truly has come up. You know, this was wishful thinking in many choices that you had, but you did some soul searching. You know, you're no longer willing to just sit back and daydream about this. You're realizing that you need to take action, and that's what you've decided to do this week. You're very determined. Page of Pentacles, watching your finances, investing in yourself. There's definitely help here coming in for you as well. You know, somebody trying to, of course, direct you of where to, you know, and make investments. You manifested your financial opportunities. They're here. You're also getting guidance on how to develop it more as you go forward, like where to plant your seeds, how to get growth into the future. So you are just at the very threshold of starting this whole new way for yourself. Wow, that is beautiful. And it's going to pay you handsomely. You are going to be so happy, but you also have wisdom there. Oh yeah, look at that. Let's get started. The Queen of Rods. Love it. Definitely, you know, sowing your oats, finding yourself independence, you know, yourself assured of your future for yourself, the path you've picked, and you're realizing that you want to get started. You don't want to wait or analyze this or think about it anymore. You have the courage, determination, and focused. Oh boy, are you focused on this new beginning, these new opportunities. And it takes courage. You know, it's taken you a lot of courage here for you to muster up enough, you know, for yourself. You're focused, you have a zest for life, and you just want to begin on this new path. Oh, Page of Rods. Definitely going to hear some good news. You know, good ideas. This is your discovery. You know, this is unlimited potential. It's limitless. And you are feeling such a zest, you know, free-spirited, impulsive. You want your freedom. You want to be able to step into the life you've dreamed about for so long. And it's happening. And now you just want to begin. This was meant to happen for you, believe it or not. You know, that's why in many cases, for some of you, it's come back around. And the Five of Swords. Yeah. Understanding where your own true courage begins. You know, because there's been people that's been around you that has tried to win at all costs. you know, bullying, threatening, all those sort of things in all relationships of your life. But now you're rising above that. You know who's truly people you can trust. You know, it's too bad that it had to come to that, but you're developing mentally as well as physically more courage within yourself, more self-assurance, and realizing that, you know, people like that will always be around, but just not around you. So you're stepping away from that. And the Four of Cups, yeah. Just looking at your past, you know, and it doesn't matter how old you are. Getting more better mental clarity, you know. Right now you're just going a little bit disconnected so that you can have a good long look at more of what you're looking for in your life, asking yourself those pertinent questions, understanding that you're in charge of receiving these. Once you get past, you know, your self-doubts, healing yourself mentally as well as physically, it's going to open a whole new array of things for you to become and enter into. And the Six of Swords. So it may require you to move, like physically move to someplace new where you will get, you know, more better recognition for what you do. You know, relocating, moving. That's unfortunately part of life. Sometimes you need to let go of things in order for you to step into things that are more in line with you. Because it looks like you've been going against the current for a while. You know, with different people holding you back, and you're realizing where you need to step forward, and you're willing now to do that. And it's going to be more rewarding. If this is you're moving for a job, it's going to pay you better for less. You know, you fit in, you're happier, you're more content. You don't feel like you're always struggling to achieve your goal. You're going to your new goal. Six of Cups, looking back to your childhood. Happy times, happy memories. You know, just things that lift your spirits. You know, childhood memories sometimes can be absolutely wonderful, and you'll, you know, sit there by yourself and giggle, and people will look at you kind of strange, but it's because you're remembering a good time, a good memory, and it fills your heart with love and acceptance. And that is so beautifully divined in people's lives. So you're definitely understanding the gifts, the reunions, the coming together of all the good people in your life. Three of Cups, celebration. Good times, you know, good friendships, a good circle to be in, and you have a circle of support around you. If you didn't know that, you do now. People that want to uplift you, help you, people that really know you, glad to see you, celebrate with you. This could be you being invited to celebrate something with somebody else. It could be a significant birthday, an invitation, but you're definitely going with the flow. You know, wow. Community, happiness, fitting in, right place, right time, right people. And that's a big step for you. Because for a while there you were feeling like you weren't quite sure of where you fit in. I think you're finding your home, your people. And other people are supporting you as you go. Ten of Swords, yeah. Betrayal. Yeah, it's been a painful ending for you. The wounds were deep. You know, somebody betrayed you, and it was unacceptable. It made you feel, you know, all the bad things in life. But none of this was your doing. This was done to you. And you're learning not only who did it, but how to correct it. And that's what you've done here. You know, they're just this painful ending rocked you just to the ground. But you have now on the back, coming back around from this, you've come to the realization they were not worthy of you. And that's what happens in life. You know, sometimes we get mixed up with people that really aren't got our best interests at heart. And this one betrayed you by talking about you, stabbing you in the back, you know, and you weren't ready for that. I don't think anybody ever is, but you are much wiser for it. People have certain traits in life, and now you can pick those kind of people out. So you discard them before they even come close to you, because you can tell by their character you don't want them around. So you're much wiser going forward. And the Hermit, taking that time out for yourself. You just need to rest, you know, regroup, rethink. You know, you're doing a inward questioning of yourself, soul searching. You know, you're following your wisdom. You're definitely telling yourself the truth, whether you like it or not. You're being very honest with yourself. So you have much more mental clarity. You're meditating. You're really going within to get your answers this time. Trying to figure out what is your next best step. But you won't be there long. You know, it's okay to go within to get a little more clarity on some questions. You know, but this is your personal truth that's answering you. And once you find the answers, then you will follow the light. You know, and that's what you're doing here. You now have materialized back into the world of the working to accomplish your dream. 9 of Cups. Yeah, look at that. The fruits of your labor. Absolutely. This is a wish to come true for many of you. Something that you wanted, you manifested it, you dreamed about it, you know, and it's very emotionally fulfilling as well. You can afford more nicer things that you want, and you've put the time, energy, and effort into this. This wasn't just given to you. You earned this. So you're allowing yourself to slot more material for yourself. Maybe you've been wanting to buy yourself something nice for a while to mark this, you know, celebration for yourself. So you're allowing yourself to spend a little bit to, you know, mark this new beginning. So wow, you know, some of you are traveling, moving on to better places. It doesn't look like you're taking many with you, other than for many of you it's going to be like close family if you have them and they're close to you. But you are changing people, places, and things around you. So it's going to be a whole new territory for you. But it won't take long before you find your footing and know you're in the right place. So wow, you are really making great strides. And look at that, Queen of Pentacles. You were taught well. You know, you invest in yourself. You invest in your earnings going forward. You're very financially, how would I put that? Knowing. You know, maybe you got people around you that know how to invest money or put money away for your future, whatever it happens to be. But you are definitely much more smarter about your spending, what it is you want in your future. You know, and you looks like for many of you, you like to have nice things around you. And you're willing to spend a little to get them, but you're looking for a good deal. You're not just going out there and the guy says $100, you give him $100. That's not how that's going. You know, you're going to get it for $98, still $2 savings, one way or the other, or, you know, depending on where you live, tax free, whatever it happens to be. But you are just coming into your comfort zone, knowing that you have enough, that you have achieved one of your dreams, and it's just at the very beginning. And boy, it's going to be a beautiful ride by the looks of this. You know, you're going to get that opportunity for your future, and you are going to take it. So good on you. Moving forward. All Embrace your true purpose. Begin a new adventure. Trust yourself. Now, isn't that perfect? And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will definitely talk to you again next week. See you on Friday.